skills, be the boss. No more time to feel lost. Lead the way every day. Find success, it's here to stay. Rise and shine, it's your time. Skill up, raise the climb. Navigate, innovate. It's your fate, don't be late. Get the skills, be the boss. No more time to feel lost. Lead the way every day. Find success, it's here to stay.
If you're a new manager or hoping to be a new manager, join us in our exploration into what managers need to know. This program will set you up for success by building your knowledge and confidence in the skills you need to be effective. Welcome back to What Managers Need to Know and our third week at looking at how getting to yes. Let's look at this here for a moment. In our first week, we looked at how to separate the people from the problem. And we were introduced to a person who had hired a contractor and was very happy with her work and wanted to continue with that work. But her bid came up very high as opposed to being very low the last time. And that has created some issues between them. We then focus on interests, not positions. He wanted to have the work done and would like to have it done by her, likes the quality of her work. She would like to have the work, but she would also like to be paid what is a going rate and market value at that time. So now we're looking at how to invent options for mutual gain. And to invent creative options, we've got to look further than what's in front of us. And we're not looking for a single answer. We're looking for mutual gains. I have a fun story to explain inventing options for mutual gain. Let's say that Harry and Billy are brothers. They've been brothers all their life, and their mother has baked a chocolate cake. Now, Harry loves the icing. He couldn't care less about the cake. And Billy loves cake. Icing he doesn't necessarily care about. And the way their mother works it out is that they take turns cutting the first slice. And in this case, Billy is going to be cutting the first slice, and Harry is really upset because he wants all that icing, and Billy is going to take the larger piece. Well, to invent options for mutual gain, if they talk about it and realize who wants the icing and who likes the cake, it doesn't matter who gets the larger slice. One will be happy to give Billy, I can't remember who was who, but one would be very happy to give all the icing to one of them while the other keeps all of the cake. So inventing options for mutual gain. Now, in general, you're not going to just come up with one simple answer like that. You want to invent 4 or 5 options that might be better for both sides than any of the options on the table so far. And you also need to look for shared interests and different interests to dovetail, as you saw with Billy and Harry. It's important to separate the process of inventing possible options for agreement from the process of deciding among those options. So we're really brainstorming. And we kind of keep in mind that the goal of the process is to invent without criticism of ideas and without commitment to any ideas at this time. People will be more free to discuss and consider options if they understand there's no implied commitment to any option during the discussion. So let's take a moment and look outside the box. If you would put those 9 dots on a piece of paper, you want to connect the dots with one continuous line. And I don't know if you've ever seen this or done this before, but take a moment and try it out and pause this video if you are watching the video. Here is the one solution of many. And I don't know, can I show you? I'm not able to show you how I did this, but you'll see that the first line extends beyond the 3 top dots over to the right, comes down between the middle right and the middle bottom dot, extending below, goes up the left side through the 3 dots, and then comes back diagonally from the top left-hand corner to the right. Now I'm going backwards. We don't want to do that. Now, in the case of the electrical contractor, Sharon had submitted her bid to complete the electrical work in the basement, but her amount is very high. And John believes that she's inflated her price to make up for her loss on the prior work, where she had underestimated the time that was involved in doing the work. And when John tells Sharon her estimate seems high, she gets very defensive. She denies inflating the price. She also indicates this is now a very busy time of the season for electrical contractors. The season and the demand fix her rate at a higher price. John would like to use Sharon's services, but he does not want to pay what he feels is an inflated price. And Sharon would like to do the work, but she does not want to be paid lower than the going rate. So what options are there for mutual gain? Something that would possibly be mutually beneficial for them. Think about that for a moment. Okay. These are what I came up with. You might have come up with other ones. They can wait to do the work at a less busy season. They can adjust the scope of the work, negotiate a compromise price, phase the work, provide referrals and testimonials to make up for the lower fee paid earlier, have a multi-project agreement with a discount, pay for materials upfront. So here are a variety of options for mutual gain. They're now going to need to have to decide among them whether they would be satisfied with one of these options. If you would like help in learning how to negotiate and getting to yes, please schedule time to talk with me using the nice QR code that's right there. Next week, we're going to look at what you do if neither party wants to accept the options on the table. We're going to insist on objective standards, something that could make it clear as to what option would be most appropriate, if not most appealing. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Oops. Thank you so much for coming and participating in our discussion of what managers need to know. You can find the videos of this and previous sessions on my YouTube channel or under events on my LinkedIn profile. I'll look forward to seeing you again next week.
Get the skills, be the boss. No more time to feel lost. Lead the way every day. Find success, it's here to stay. Get the skills, be the boss. No more time to feel lost. Lead the way every day. Find success, it's here to stay. It's here to stay. Oh, it's here to stay. It's here to stay. Yeah. Get the skills, be the boss. No more time to feel lost.